Hi everyone. I'm right now in Singapore, so this is my first time, and I'm right now in a very exciting place, which is Singapore Tourism Accelerator. So we just thought we'll do some short interviews with our fellow cohorts. So I have Sai Santosh from TravStack.
Yeah.
So welcome, Sai Santosh. Thank you so much for making some time to talk to us.
No
So
problem.
right now I believe travel is on a revenge mode, right?
Revenge
Where
mode,
most
yeah.
of them really want to travel, explore places. They want to go for leisure or corporate travel. And I guess your company plays an important role for tour operators because end of the
Sure.
day, tour operators are the one who ensure that you get a maximum traffic, right?
Right.
Maximum tourists. So we would like to understand, how your company is doing it. How it is trying to scale up as well. So being a co-founder, if you can just give a short blurb about your company
Sure.
and what's the vision like. Yeah.
So, just before talking about my startup, right, I think what pandemic has done is there's a lot of shortage of manpower for any business, be it hotel, tour operators, or travel agents. And pandemic has also taught them to the power of digitalization, like how they need to go to online, how they need to build their audience or
Okay.
promote their services in a better way. The traditional way of selling doesn't work. So these are the two biggest changes that pandemic has taught to these businesses. Coming to TravStack, so we are a technology platform where we provide them a lot of white label services, be it a complete white label travel website with a booking system, a backend CRM where they can manage all their inquiries from different social media platforms, different channels as well. And we also have a flagship product called Itinerary Builder where customization is very simple. So a lot of these new generation travelers need a lot of customization. They don't want
Yeah.
to
Yeah. That's
take the
true.
regular trips or the group trips that they have. So our flagship product Itinerary Builder is very much built for that sort of customization. And yeah, we are seeing a lot of positivity and a lot of adaptation in terms of using these new tools. And I think pandemic is in a way is good for some, bad for some, but in a way it worked out good for us. We were
Okay.
able to
That's
build a
nice.
good product and gain a lot of traction. Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty interesting one. You mentioned about itinerary builder, where you do a lot of customization for tour operators. But, if you see, for example, Southeast Asia, Bali, or any other places, you have a lot of tour operators. So I believe everyone will be having their own, point of view with related to the customization. So how do you try and cope it up, and how do you drive them to recovery from
Right.
the traffic?
So there are two things here. So when you talk about customization, right, they need a lot of products to sell. Like, so they need a lot of supply integrations, be it in terms of supply integrations or having those interfaces where they can get a lot of input from the customer. So say you're
Okay.
traveling to Bali and I'm
Yeah.
a tour operator. You need a lot of input from, I need a lot of input from you to build a very good package for you.
Okay.
So we have a very good collaboration platform where they can take inputs from the customers as well.
Okay. Interesting.
Something like an idea board. So this is something that we have introduced recently where they can extract ideas from their customers. What type
Okay.
of things they want to do, what type of rough itineraries that they want to see for their travel. So with these idea boards, the advisors can build an itinerary on top of it.
Okay.
So this is something that could be very useful in the long run also for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what are your focus countries right now? Like, where you're trying to put some efforts, and generate some results as well. As well as, how do you see as a roadmap for TravStack?
So we have very much focused on India and Southeast Asia because we believe these are the most growing economies in terms of tourism. Of course, Europe, Western market is quite advanced and there's a lot of tourism happening. But as a company, we believe in these markets. India is something that we understand, and probably Southeast Asia is some. There are a lot of similarities between India and
Yeah.
Southeast
Yeah.
Asia.
That's true.
So these are our current focus. But having said that, we are a global product. We do get a lot of inbound requests from UK, US as well. But again, this is what we believe in as a market, Southeast Asia and
Southeast
India.
Asia predominantly.
Yeah.
So I guess you mentioned to me, like, when we were having a chat, like, you're more like a white label solution for tour operators where you have the flight, you have the hotels, you have packages, right? So I guess, that's on whole is a very big platform for tour operators. But having to ensure that it's completely streamlined, you need to have a very strong backend, where they can
Right.
plug and play, right?
Right.
If they just don't want a particular aggregator to be activated, and they just want only this particular aggregator to be activated on the flight, right?
Right.
So I guess building that a very strong backend is very important, and
Right.
continuously trying to strive towards it, and make sure everything is running smoothly. So how do you try and envisage that, and how do you want to take it to the next level for TravStack?
Right. I mean, this might sound like a technical answer, but we realized when we started building this platform, we wanted to be a collaboration platform. So something like we wanted to be Slack for travel.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when our customer logs into our dashboard, they should be able to fetch in any information from any of the other systems that they use. For example, I have my own Instagram page. I get a lot of messages from there. So they can bring in those messages as a enquiry onto the dashboard. Or I have a B2B supplier that I work with for bookings or tours and hotels or anything. So we thought of we realized is that this is going to be a very big system or very complex system to build. That's where we invested in a lot of middleware technologies. I mean, it's not an easy thing to integrate any API or any system point to point or even through the API. So we are building a lot of good automations and middleware layers where bringing in any system or any API will be very easy and very flexible.
Fantastic. So my last question would be like, you were the part of cohort 3, if I'm right,
Yeah.
right? And you had almost a chance to come on site. Unlike us, we were completely 100% remote. So like, how has Singapore like tourism accelerator helped you to scale up, on your particular journey? Like,
I mean, the first point is coming physically makes a lot of difference because in our phase one, we struggled a lot to communicate with the client, understand what are their problems or what are the KPIs we can work on, what could be the target metrics and all. But as soon as we came here, there's a lot of things that changed when you talk to them face to face. You can understand what they're thinking, what could be working for us. That is one biggest advantage we had. The second thing is that we pretty much started during COVID. So we innovated through COVID, and this program has actually helped us to interact with a lot of businesses, understand what are the changing trends in this market, or what could be that next big thing that we need to work on. So I would say this program has given us a lot of mileage in terms of projecting ourselves in a big way, talking to big clients, and then innovating parallelly. And of course, we have got a good grant where we were able to extend our runway and also work on few things. Yeah.
Awesome. I guess definitely this would be a good case study for future cohorts, right? To know what this this particular program brings in. So thank you very much, Sai Santosh, for making some time to talk to us.
Nice
So,
talking to you.
Thank you.